Good morning, everyone. It is about 6:52 a.m. on the 8th of June 2021. Now, this is kind of an update video on Mt.Hood. This isn't, okay. So, here we're gonna take a look. Obviously, here's the Mt.Hood swarming stuff. Up here, latest quakes. I'm gonna go over this quick. So, one thing I noticed prior to that huge spike in earthquakes in the Pacific Northwest and western United States was that, let me bring it on to here, 7 days. Originally, there was a spike in earthquake activity out here. Which means, so this is a separating ridge, if you don't know. It's where the crust separates into two plates, the Eurasian plate and the North American plate. When it just separated, which caused this to smash into this plate. And it also helped that there were no earthquakes on the Japan area at the time, meaning most of the stress was at the Cascadia subduction zone. And that's why I think Mt.Hood had a swarm of quakes. You can ask any geologist. It's a balancing game between Japan and Oregon and Washington. And so it is really a balancing game, and you need to know your stuff to really understand it. Here, let's just go 1 day, all magnitudes. I have horrible allergies today. So, one thing I noticed last night also, minor thing, is that 2 0.7 earthquakes hit the Newberry Caldera, which is a volcano which erupted about 1,300 years ago. And if we look here it is. It's not just earthquakes have been happening quite frequently now. I haven't seen them in the past few. I think there just is starting to happen something. It's happening right here. And I believe that magma is uplifting out of this area because we checked this quake. We're checking the depth.
Sorry, I didn't quite.
My Siri just got activated. Okay. We checked this depth of the quake. 0.1 kilometers, 0.1 miles. So this is not necessarily a shallow quake because this area is 6,000 feet above ground. I've actually been here, and it's very high above sea level, and this is counting above sea level. So here, that's kind of like 5,000 feet below the surface. Here, let's check this. Jeez. Wait, that's the one we checked. Okay, and then this one is 0.4, so it's in the magma chamber, probably, in it. Here, and this last one is very concerning. The depth shown was, hold on. Geez, something is happening. Okay. Is 0.7 kilometers. It has about 1,000 miles, 1,000 feet before it reaches the surface. So, and I do believe that this is magma moving up the area. Because here, let's check this. Let's check volcano seismicity. Newberry. No, not Three Sisters. Newberry. There we go. Okay. Newberry. So here I'll check this one because that's where it would take it up. Check the seismogram, and here it's updating. Okay. We can see here that, so you can't really necessarily trust the Oregon seismic stations because they've glitched out a lot, and I've noticed this. It's quite frequent. They glitch out a lot in all of those areas. So you can't necessarily always trust them, but nevertheless, these quakes did happen, and whether you notice it or not, they are both probably quakes of magma breaking through rock through the surface, or it's magma pushing a fault and going through cracks to reach the surface. So therefore, I'll have to keep a better track of this because very interesting. Okay. I have horrible allergies. Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. So, Mt.Hood. This is the Timberline seismogram. It's showing that we're having all these quakes. All of them. Now, I do believe that this is not like interferences. I do believe this is actually magma. Or not magma, but literal earthquakes. Jeez, I've been talking so much about magma. Okay, so here you can see up here that there is this. This looks like a continuous quake. So I think that means... Oh my goodness. Sorry, this morning. Oh. So, I believe that this magma, or these earthquakes are caused by magma moving and pushing fault lines, so they're being activated, and that 3.9 was just a fault moving due to the stress of the Cascadia and the stress that Japan was putting on it, and that's why we have this. But nevertheless, I have to keep up on this, and one quake I did notice that they didn't put on it was at around 1 a.m. because you check the other seismograms. It was 1 a.m. Boom, right there. They still didn't put it. Okay. I need to turn those off. Jeez. Okay, hold on. I'm turning my alarms off. So many interferences. Okay. Here we go. So, and you see Lamberson View also saw that quake. They all saw the quake, meaning I would say that is a earthquake since it got felt at the same time on all of the different seismometers. And then there's all these, and I also noticed that all the other seismometers picked up some detection or detected some movement. Although the Lamberson Butte one is kind of sketchy. And then this one at 5 a.m. Let's see. This kind of got picked up there. I'm not sure. This one. Yeah, this one got picked up there. That's the Lamberson Butte. So, yeah, I think that earthquakes are happening, but USGS and PNSN aren't putting it on there. But I do believe that they are happening. Also, within the next few days, I don't expect much activity to happen in California and on the Cascadia area but I do expect it in Japan because this is a 4.8 and so the stress is being Japan is putting back in the spotlight. So I don't believe that Japan is going to have a big earthquake. It might have like a 6.0, but it's not going to be like I don't believe it's going to be above a 7.0. So that's that. Although it could release something up here near the upper, kind of near the Aleutian Trench. So yeah, that's my take on everything. I hope you liked this video, and I'm gonna log off.